All right, guys. We are live with another one, guys. Okay. We are live with another one. The mic is hot, guys. Okay. You already know what this is. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys. Looking back at 2025 for what it was, guys, okay? For what it was, guys. Can you believe it, guys? 2025 literally came and went, guys, okay? It came and went. In the beginning of the year, the UFC, all the events for the UFC, let me tell you something, they were in shambles. But luckily, the superhero that Alex Pereira is did come and save the day for a lot of the events in 2025. But guys, I digress. I digress. Mustard, welcome back to your channel. And welcome back to your chat, Mustard. How you doing? Decent year. Just wish we didn't have so many inactive champions. Honestly, for me, Merab Andrikis carried the UFC. And Poatan, yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, my man. I cannot disagree with you at all when it comes to Alex Pereira, when it comes to Merab, and maybe DDP as well, right? They were very busy champions, okay? But we all saw what happened to DDP. He did get beat badly by Chimaev. And when it comes to Merab, there's really been no other active champion as active as him. I mean, Merab went out there and defended his belt 4 times in 2025. He came up short late in 2025 against Peter Yan, but that's against another former champion. Okay? And when it comes to Peter Yan, what a phenomenal performance he gave against Merab in that second performance. Just phenomenal. Stuck to his game plan. His stand-up game looked great. His wrestling defense looked better. His wrestling overall, mixed martial arts skills was just better that night. He looked really good, man. Peter Yan looked really, really good. Merab will get his get back. I believe this. Look, Mustard, I would love to believe that the UFC will actually do what the people want. Okay? I want to actually believe that, excuse me. But I'm just going to be honest with you right now. I don't think we're going to see that fight. I don't think we'll ever see Merab in another title fight. Okay? And that's point blank, period, my guy. And the reason being is because moving on with this new Paramount deal, I honestly believe that the UFC and Paramount, all they want to do is entertain. Okay? And I don't think Paramount and the UFC, actually believe that Merab, he's an entertaining guy or entertaining fighter. So for those reasons, I think Merab would never get his chance. Now, would I love to see that? Yeah, I would love to see that. I would love to see Merab get his get back against Peter Yan, especially seeing how that first fight did go out, right? But I don't know what Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard, and Dana White have planned, but I do know that Paramount and the UFC, all they want to do is entertain. That's all they want to do. Mustard says before that, though, they'll probably oil up and glaze Sean O'Malley and give him a fight against Yan. Honestly, that's the fight that I believe the UFC wants to put on cold-heartedly. Okay, if Sean O'Malley could actually go out there and beat, Song the Chit Yadong, I think Sean O'Malley will actually get on the mic and ask to fight Peter Yan, especially with how Sean O'Malley does have a dub on Peter Yan. I think the UFC will be more likely to oblige with that fight. I agree with you, Mustard. Let me see. Big Go Hard Sports. How you doing? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. How you doing, Big Go Hard Sports? Jan wants that fight. I believe so. I believe Jan does want that fight. Pretty Jan wants his get back against Sean O'Malley. But guys, Sean O'Malley already fought for the title multiple times. And if he fights for another one, I mean, what is it Dana White privilege? I mean, let's be honest, guys. Okay, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, run up these likes, run up these subscriptions, support the community. All right, it's easier than going to your local ATM, guys. Come on. Let me see. Mustard says Jones Ngannou. You know, if John Jones was to fight Francis Ngannou right now, I think John Jones he has more abilities. He has more abilities, more experience. He's just a better overall mixed martial arts fighter. I mean, look at John Jones' resume, you know, and look at John Jones' abilities. You know, landing a clean punch and knocking out John Jones is highly unlikely, guys. Okay. Now, Francis Ngannou going out there and doing it to so many, you know, heavyweights, you know, it proves a point, but easier said than done, guys. Okay, easier said than done. Big Go Hard Sports Sets is easy money. Well, easy money for who, my guys? Guys, for who? Okay, like and subscribe, guys. Like I always say, this is your channel. Okay, I am just a pilot, guys. All right, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. Support the community, guys. Run up the likes. Jones, but if they fought now and made it to the 5th round, it's Kimbo versus Dada 500 2.0. You tripping. You are crazy. You really think John Jones looks like any of those guys in the 5th round? I highly doubt that, my guys. Okay, I highly doubt that. Okay. Mustard says, I feel like the UFC these days is just doing the bare minimum to uphold their contract and nothing more, which is why we ain't got another pay-per-view. We waiting 6 weeks. Guys, this might go down as the longest waiting period, the longest layoff that the UFC has given their fans, okay? Honestly, is the longest layoff, but they do got some things to iron out with Paramount. I know Paramount right now is doing their due diligence of how they want to broadcast, you know, and entertain their viewers. This is going to be a big deal, guys, going into 2026. This new deal brings the UFC into new heights, new levels, new eyes. So I know for a fact, you know what I mean, when it comes to the UFC and Paramount, I honestly think they're just in this contract to entertain. They want to put as many events as they can that are going to entertain the fans. They don't care about rankings. You could throw out the rankings by now. Okay, for the next 6 to 7 years, you could throw out the rankings, guys. Throw it out. They don't matter. They never mattered, and they definitely don't matter now, guys. Okay. Let me see. Showbiz says still 4.5 damn weeks left. Guys, I know for a fact that that last day, okay, that not even that last day, the last week, okay, the last week, all right, of us not having events to finally having our first event in January, I am going to wake up and just play disco music for the remainder of the day, for the remainder of the week until Saturday hits, and bada bing, bada boom, we in there like swimwear, guys. Okay, in there like swimwear. But guys, there are some things that I do want to talk about. You know what I mean, real fast. You know, we could talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. But there is some things I do want to talk about and bring up here. Okay, I want to bring up finishes. 2025 best finishes. You know what I mean. And in my opinion, I'm going to start off, okay, with 2025 best finishes. I'm going to have to bring up Jerry Prochazka versus Khalil Rountree, guys. I don't know if you guys, you know, remember that fight, but going into that 3rd round, I had Khalil Rountree winning that fight. Now, was it a close fight? It definitely was a close fight, but I had Khalil Rountree winning that fight, okay, going into that 3rd round. However, in that 3rd round, Jerry Prochazka pressed on the heat, all right, and pressed forward and brought the pressure to Khalil Rountree to the point where Khalil Rountree was running around everywhere in that octagon, to the point where Khalil Rountree now was backed against the octagon's walls, And Jiri Prochazka started landing some combinations and finding success. Okay. Till finally, Jiri Prochazka finishes Khalil Rountree late in the third round in that fight. I'll have to say that will go down in my 2025 best finishes. Jiri Prochazka finishing Khalil Rountree in that third round, guys. Point blank, period. Let me see. Star Moth, how you doing? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Okay, I'm eating Taco Bell. How bad of a decision did I make? Look, my guy, I don't think you made a bad decision at all. Okay, as long as you're, 20 feet, you know what I mean, or 3 yards, okay, from a toilet, I think you'll be fine. Okay, my guy, I think you will be fine. Mustard says, bro, why does everyone just turn into a monster against Khalil in the last round? I have no idea, but that will go down as one of the best finishes in 2025. Jiri Prochazka goes out there and finishes Khalil Rountree in that manner. And let me tell you something, Khalil Rountree, he's a monster himself, man. He is a monster himself. Big Feet Go Hard Sports says, was a battle. Jiri did his thing that last round. I happen to agree with you. Nice jacket. Thank you so much, guys. You know, it's a little chilly out. It's nice and sunny out right now, but let me tell you something. It's still a little chilly, okay? Bring out your jackets, okay? Hide your kids and hide your wife, guys, okay? Because the chill is about to hit any week now, okay? Cheers, bro. How you doing? Okay, Gore, all the way from Oklahoma, or should I say Smokeahoma. How you doing? Welcome back to your chat. Welcome back to your channel. Star Moth says, good to be back, man. Honestly, it is good to be back. Let me tell you something, guys. It really is. Guys, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions, okay? Star Moth, okay, Gora says, Taco Bell isn't real food. It probably isn't real food, my guy, but what is these days, okay? What is real food these days, okay? My top finish of 2025 was the one I did after a 24-hour Goonathon. Damn, Star Moth. I mean, at least you're honest. You know what I mean? At least you're honest, and at least you're going out there and actually having goonathons. That's unbelievable, my guy. Big Feet Go Hard Sports says about 70 today here in Phoenix, Arizona. My guy, that's beautiful weather. 70-degree weather. It's beautiful. Never been to Arizona. I hear it's hot as shit out there. You can boil an egg right there on the concrete. Okay, so blessings to you, man. Enjoy the good weather. Okay, Gore says, Strickland earned my respect by declining the White House card. Did Strickland decline the White House card, honestly? I wonder why he declined the White House card. You know what I mean? What was the reasoning behind that decline? Let me know. Okay, Gore, Starmore says, it's snowing up in New Jersey and New York for the next 4 days. I was seeing that, guys. I was seeing up north, it is going to snow. You know, you're going to get about 6 to 8 inches over there, you know, in that northern region. Okay, enjoy the snow, because I'll tell you what, right now, if I was up north right now, I would not be complaining. I would just throw on a North Face coat, okay, and go sledding. The very minute I could go sledding, guys, okay? There's nobody that's going to stop me from being a kid, okay? Do not lose that kid inside you, because if you do, that means they win, okay, guys? Okay. All right. Let me see. What is your fight? What is your fight of the year? OE Mustard. That's a good question. Fight of the year. Actually, I might have something. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Ooh. Damn. Fight of the year. Fight of the year, Mustard. Damn. That's a tough one. That's a tough one for me. Damn, that's a tough one for me, man. I don't have that on top of my head. I don't have that one on top of my head. Right now, all I have is top finishes of 2025. Best fight of the year. Oh my God. Let me sleep on that, and then I'll do a whole live about that, Mustard, because fight of the year, man, that's a lot of recognition. Okay, Gore says, it's 82 in the front of my porch now. 82. Okay, Gore, enjoy that heat. Enjoy that heat. Big Feet Go Hard Sports says it's dry. It's a dry heat. That's what's up, man. Mustard says Strickland didn't want to bring his jab and teep to the White House. Oh no. Was that really why? I mean, most likely because nobody want to see that boring shit. Big Fee Go Hard Sports says his words. Okay, Showbiz says we are going into 2026 with champs with zero defenses. What a coincidence! What a coincidence! Who loses first without defending? I have no idea. I think Ilya Taporia will not defend his lightweight strap, and I think he'll be stripped by the UFC. Okay. Star Moth says, "This is the only time I can ever claim I have 6 to 8 inches, so I'm pretty happy." Storm off. That was hilarious. I want Tyron Woodley versus Usyk. I want to see how many different combos Usyk can do on Tyson. You're fucking brutal. Big Feet Go Hard Sports says KO of the year was Protest versus Neil. That spinning elbow. That was one of the definite top finishes. Guys, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Like I always say, this is your channel, okay? The only channel where the fans come first, not last. Hey, guys, another top finish of 2025, guys. Let me know in the chat if you disagree. Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico, okay? Lerone Murphy goes in there and lands a spinning back elbow, okay, on actually the same card of Carlos Prates and that Neil spinning back elbow as well. But Lerone Murphy actually goes in there first and lands a spinning back elbow against Aaron Pico and finishes him. I will have to have that as one of the top finishes of 2025, guys. Lerone Murphy landing that spinning back elbow. Let me see. I think Ilya Taporia is a duck. I think so too. Armin is the real champion. Mustard, I agree with you. I cannot disagree with that one. Van might get 0 defenses. I think he'll defend his belt and most likely lose. You know what I mean? I mean, if you go in there and you take the guy down and you use some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you'll make the hard fight for Van. Okay, Gora says, is there a UFC heavyweight champ? Right now there is. His name is Paper Champ. I'm blind, Tom Aspinall. Okay? But, excuse me, the real champ, in my opinion, is Waldo Cortez Acosta. Okay. Big Feet Go Hard Sports says that was a spinning elbow night. It definitely was. It definitely was. Mustard says yes. Okay. The heavyweight champion is Waldo Cortez Acosta. Exactly. Kayla Harrison is going to unalive Amanda. You really do think so? You think Amanda Nunes is gonna get beat by Kayla Harrison? You guys really think Kayla Harrison is going to go out there and beat Amanda Nunes? I mean, how does she beat her? You know what I mean? How does Kayla Harrison beat Amanda Nunes? I mean, Kayla Harrison's, stand-up game is atrocious. Her head movement is virtually non-existent, okay? I mean, I think Amanda Nunes could go out there after 30 years of, a layoff and still land combinations on Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison is going to have to fight to take this fight to the ground, excuse me. Let me see. Do you think Merab gets belt back? Showbiz, look, guys, I already said this and I'll say it again and I'll die on that hill. I would love to see Merab fight for that belt back. I would love to see him fight Peter Yan and fight for that trilogy fight. But I honestly think the UFC, they're not going to put that fight together. They're going to refuse Merab every chance they get to get him the belt, guys. And that's facts, guys. Okay, that's facts. Yes, Nunes can't stop that grappling. Okay, Gore. Okay, Gore, we shall see. We shall see. We are about 4.5 to 5 weeks away, okay, from that event. So we shall see, my guy. Okay, we shall see. Starmore says, do you think Jake Paul fights again after the broken jaw? I think he will. I think he'll take a long hiatus, most likely like a year and a half out. And then we'll start hearing some rumblings about his next opponent or his next event with Jake Paul. Let me see. Amanda will be on her back in first minute. Okay, Gore. We shall see. Okay, easier said than done, my guy. Jack, how you doing, Jack? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. I do not like Ali. That's what's up, man. I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Mustard says, please, no, not mommy Amanda. Okay, Gore says styles make fights. Hey, I agree with you. Jack says so. I might have to pick Nunes. There you go. Tate up next. I don't know if Andrew. I don't know if Andrew Tate could take on Jake Paul. Mandy will retire in 2 months. Then congratulations to Sean O'Malley winning another belt with robbery. LOL. Not gonna lie, Jake Paul has pretty fucking good chin. He was taking those shots from Joshua. He was. Hassan, how you doing, Hassan? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. I want all of Ali fighters to lose. He is a rat. Hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I understand. Okay. Look, when it comes to that manager, hey, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about the guy. I mean, he's a terrorist. He's a rat. He's an undercover policeman. I don't know anything about the guy, but let me tell you something. Everything I heard about the guy is pretty negative. Okay, pretty fucking negative. I also want to bring up another top finish of 2025, guys. Okay, I already brought up Jerry Prochazka finishing Khalil Roundtree. I did bring up Lerone Murphy with that spinning back elbow, presenting it to Aaron Pico. And as well, I do want to bring in Max Holloway finishing Justin Gaethje in that fashion, guys. That was a nasty finish by Max Holloway, finishing Justin Gaethje in that manner and playing spoiler, okay, in 2025. So that goes down definitely in one of my top finishes of 2025. Max Holloway finishing Justin Gaethje. Let me see. Conor McGregor burner account. Terrorist snitch. That's what Mustard says. Showbiz says, Jake Paul shoot me takedown in boxing fight, then Marab. Let that fact sink in. I mean, he was out there wrestling. Paul was out there wrestling. Hassan says, at Mustard says who? Jack says, he's trying to get Usman a fight with Islam. That's a joke fight. Hey, Jack, I understand that's a joke fight, my guy, but let me tell you something. The UFC and Paramount are most likely going to put on that fight. Mark my words. Usman and Islam is highly likely to happen in 2026, guys, okay? That is a sellable fight. And I know for a fact all they want is fights that bring views. And I honestly think Usman versus Islam for a legacy fight will bring views. And the UFC and Paramount understands that. And I happen to believe that fight happens. Now, do I agree with that? Hell to the no, okay? There's definitely other fighters that deserve that spot. I mean, Kamaru Usman only won one fight, okay? And the rest was losses. So I digress. Let me see. At Jack, he gets double commission when win-win for a manager. Definitely is. Definitely is. Justin's chin and brain is gone. Should retire. Okay, Grower, I agree with you. I agree with you. At this point, Justin Gaethje is a walking CTE patient, okay? All due respect to him. Mustard says Justin still has the chin, but nah, I think he's a walking Tony Ferguson losing streak waiting to happen. Hopefully not, Mustard. Hopefully not. You know what I mean? Jack says, no, they won't. And let me tell you something about Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson is a champion right now. And not only is he a champion, he's on a 2-fight winning streak, baby. Even at his age, baby. Usman is a UFC company guy. Okay, Gore, he definitely is. Hassan says, at Jack, yep, they will. Jack says, he beat Buckley in a decision. He ain't getting nothing. Jack, let me tell you something. I understand that, but the UFC is known to do crazier things, okay? Mustard says, I high-key could still see Justin sleep Patty through either way, though. Neither Patty or Justin are going to fight Armin. They're definitely not going to fight Armin, and I already said this, and I will tell you this once I give you guys my UFC fight predictions, which actually, wait a minute, where's my, did I? Oh, wow. When I give you guys my UFC fight predictions, which I will give in about 2 weeks, I do think Justin Gaethje has an opportunity to beat Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett is definitely hittable. Virtually no head movement. His stand-up game is questionable, in my opinion. So I think Justin Gaethje can come with a lot of experience and a lot of wealth into that fight and actually beat Paddy Pimblett. Well, we shall see, guys. It is going to be Islam versus Shavkat or Islam versus Ilya. Jack, let me tell you something. That's a dream. I could put money down right now that Kamal Usman will fight Islam Makhachev before any of those guys, okay? Okay, Gore says, Tony is another guy who shouldn't be fighting anymore. Okay, Gore, I understand, but right now he's finding success, my guy. He's a champion in another organization and just knocked out his last opponent. So blessings to Tony Ferguson. Star Mall says, Kamal Usman should run for office. He definitely should. And as a matter of fact, he should wear that baby blue tie shirt. You know what I mean? That baby blue tie shirt with those baby blue pants. I think it'll fit well, all right, for his run. Showbiz says, Gary and Rakhmonov are two most dangerous complete fighters for Islam. Prates and Morales only have puncher's chance. Showbiz, that is a great way to break down and, you know, really look at that fight. I actually agree with you, Showbiz. That's actually a great breakdown right there. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, okay? Run up these likes and run up these subscriptions if you are new to the channel, okay? The only channel where the fans come first, not last. Hassan says, at Jack, Ilya has legal troubles. He needs to focus on that. Hassan, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Hassan? He does not have any legal troubles, okay? The only legal trouble he's having is going to court for his kids. And I understand technically that is a legal trouble, but come on, guys. That happens to everybody, okay? Everybody has marital issues. Everybody has problems at home, and they still show up to work. Unfortunately, Ilya Topuria is calling out multiple times, doing no-call, no-shows, okay? Let me see. Mustard says, Tony Ferguson took that 8-loss streak just to switch sports and go on an 8-fight win streak. You're damn right, Mustard. You're damn right. Hassan says, Showbiz, Ian Gary, Jack, Patty slums Justin, stop tripping. Look, Jack, you really think Patty Pimblett is going to go in there and slump Justin Gaethje, the guy who actually goes in there and, you know, bar fights everybody? The guy who actually knocked out Dustin Poirier? You're sleeping at the wheel, Jack, right? Jack, you're sleeping, okay? Red says Ilya needs to go on Bumble. You are tripping. Hassan says, Jack, you deluded. Hassan, my point exactly. Dude, you need to lay off the hemp. What are you talking about, man? Okay, Mike Sanchez says, what part of India are you from, brother? I am not from India. I am not from India. I am not from India. I am not Indian. Okay, I am not Indian at all. Let me see. Hassan, let me see. Hassan says, Showbiz, but Prates has Nutella cake. You crazy. Starmall says, Chael Sonnen never lost. I still don't understand why they aren't begging him to come back and clean out the division for the third time. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. When it comes to Chael Sonnen, he's never lost. He just ran out of time. Okay, Gore says, double tap the screen. Definitely. Thank you, okay, Gore. Showbiz says, Hassan, Gary is a great fighter. Don't be deceived by his persona and his lifestyle. Jack says, Patty makes him tap, my bro. Jack, you are delusional and you are sleeping at the wheel. Okay, so prepare to crash right now. All right, because first and foremost, Patty Pimblett is not that skilled to actually take down Justin Gaethje, okay, and submit the guy. Justin Gaethje has wrestling credentials. Let's not forget that. Yes, he doesn't use it very often, but let me tell you something. Taking that guy down is harder than what you think, okay? So I honestly think Justin Gaethje actually could win this fight against Patty Pimblett because let me tell you something. Michael Chandler, the dead body, okay, of Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is a dead body walking around in the cemetery with a shovel, and he was still able to land punches on Patty Pimblett, okay? Let me see. It was kidding. Let me see. Okay, Gore says, I still say you need a turban. You still need a turban. Why do I need a turban, my guys? Let's be real, guys. Come on. Hassan says, at Showbiz, come on, bro. He barely beat Below. I like that. I like that. Hassan says, at Jack, keep drinking that Kool-Aid, my guy. My point exactly, guys. I mean, when it comes to both those guys, when it comes to Ian Gary, I mean, good fighter, but yeah, he definitely had to, you know, go out there and do a lot of eye poking, you know. Let me tell you that much. Let me see. Hassan says, at Showbiz compared to Islam, yes. Jack says, you said Balad would be Gary, so what you say means fucking nothing, boy. First and foremost, look, let me tell you something. Since you're on here talking that trash, because every time you lose, you never get on the community, for I can actually, what I mean, get my get back at you. But you know what? I'll take that one. I'll take that one on the chin. Belal Muhammad did lose against Ian Gary, but like I said, Ian Gary had to land a lot of illegal things to win that fight. All right, multiple eye pokes, barely won Belal Muhammad against Belal Muhammad, and let me tell you something. The fight was, on the feet the whole time. Okay, and barely won that fight. So I digress, man. I digress, Jack. Okay, so in my opinion, if you think what I say don't mean shit, then so be it, my guy. Okay, so be it. I don't lose. Gary is solid fight. What do you mean you don't lose? There's been multiple times where I called your ass out, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll see you on my live this Saturday, and then all of a sudden you're nowhere to be. You're nowhere to be. Okay? Come on now. There's been multiple fights out there. Don't talk to me, my guy. Okay? Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Run up these likes, run up these subscriptions if you are new to the channel. Easier than going to your local ATM, guys. I do want to continue talking about top finishes in 2025, guys, okay? I did bring up Jerry Prohaska, finishing Khalil Rountree. I did bring in Lerone Murphy, finishing Aaron Pico. And I did bring in Max Holloway, finishing Justin Gaethje. But now I do want to bring in Ilia Topuria, finishing Max Holloway. I mean, that's very impressive in my opinion. Nobody has finished Max Holloway. Nobody has KO Max Holloway ever in his career. So for Ilia Topuria to go out there in 2025 and be Max Holloway in that fashion, I have to give him a little bit of credit, even though, it's questionable. But phenomenal knockout. I put that on my list for top finishes in 2025. Let me see. Starmall said Belal Muhammad had 0 title defenses, every disappointing. Hassan says, wow, at Jack, wow, someone made a prediction and it was wrong, like MMA commentators and analysts never get it wrong. My point exactly, Hassan. Out here, you got to be perfect, okay? If you don't do nothing but perfection, I'll tell you what, they're out here just trolling your ass, okay? Let me see. I'm a walking W, brother. Jack, you're out of control. You're a walking L. What are you talking about, okay? All right, the only walking W is a guaranteed a date with your mom, all right? What are you talking about? Stormwell says, and it took him a whole year to defend just to lose. Hey, I hear you guys. I hear you guys. Hassan at Jack, he couldn't do crap when Hamzat shoved him. Oh, Chimaev, yeah, you're right about that one. Ian Gary tried to start trouble with the wrong person. Showbiz says Gary has really, and I mean really good takedown defenses and grappling. Do we all of a sudden forget he almost subbed Shavkat? Guys, I'm not saying anything about it. I'm not saying anything bad about Ian Gary, but I just, when it comes to Ian Gary, that was not a top performance against Belal Muhammad. He promised us a finish against Belal Muhammad and went out there and just started eye-poking Belal Muhammad until he won a decision. Okay, guys? That's point blank period. We finished Holloway. Was it Nina drama? Who finished Holloway? Was it Nina drama? It was Ilia Topuria, you know what I mean, who finished Holloway. But in my opinion, what really beat Max Holloway was the tremendous weight cut from lightweight to featherweight, in my opinion. I heard Nina drama has a lot of finishes on her record. Guys, relax. Let's not talk about Nina drama like that, okay? Beautiful girl. Okay, beautiful girl. If I saw her out there in the calles, I'll probably ask for her number. I'll probably ask for her digits. Okay, and if her man was there and I didn't notice him, I would politely apologize, okay, and politely continue to get her number. Guaranteed, guys. Okay, guaranteed. Let me see. Whoa, you are handsome for a gay man. I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm definitely not gay. You know what I mean? It's crazy to think that the first thing you actually think about is something like that. You know what I mean? It talks a lot about your character. It talks a lot about what your brain capacity can take, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? But I'm no gay man. Okay, put me in a room with your mama and your sisters. Okay, if they're all legal, okay, legal of age, all right, I guaranteed they would want to jump my bones. Okay, guaranteed they will be pulling on my beard, okay, and screaming daddy, okay, for a long time. Okay, guys. But anyways, moving forward, guys, I'll actually, since we are continuing to talk about top finishes of 2025, I actually do want to bring up Alex Pereira finishing Ankalaev and getting his get back late in 2025, guys. Congratulations to Alex Pereira getting his get back against Ankalaev. That was a phenomenal knockout. That was a phenomenal finish and a phenomenal get back by Alex Pereira in 2025. Let me see. Let me see. I searched gayest person on earth and this channel came up. That's what's up, Black Pilled. That is what's up. That is awesome. It's crazy to think that you're actually searching, you know what I mean, that on your phone. I wonder how your Google search actually looks. I mean, gayest thing that I can actually say in the comments. That must be one of your searches. Another search will be gayest looking outfit that I can wear to school. That's most likely, you know what I mean, your black pill stuff, you know, searches or whatnot. But yeah, let me read. Stormo says, if you had the opportunity to hit it from Nina, but you had to go through Sean Strickland, would you do it? I mean, it depends. Like, how serious is the situation here, right, Starmoth? Like, if it's a situation where I'm trying to holler at Nina drama, and you know, Strickland is the guy who's, you know, dating her, I'm not gonna try to fight that guy. You know what I mean? Especially in a street fight, you're out of your mind. But if it's like a situation where it's like just playing around, but not playing around, but it's just like messing around, and Strickland is like, hey, the only way you can go on a date with Nina drama is if you get in the ring with me and, you know, have 4 rounds of 3-minute rounds. If he does that, then I'll do it. I'll do it for fun. You know what I mean? What is it? 4 rounds, 3-minute rounds. I'm gonna get my ass beat. You know what I mean? But I think I'll be able to, you know, stay on my skates, on my bicycle enough, at least to not get knocked out and totally damaged. You know, I'll be okay to, you know, go out in a, you know, on a date with Nina drama. You know what I mean? Showbiz says, I was Gary hater before, but damn, he won me over with short notice fights with Shavkat and Prates. He's for real. Hey, Showbiz, I agree with you. I agree with that. Ian Gary did take on some short notice fights, almost got finished by Carlos Prates in that fifth round, but definitely showed some grit. Okay, definitely did. All right, 100%. Jeffrey, let me see. Starmall says, damn, why are all these UFC guys finishing off each other? I would expect Ian Gary to have the most finishes of men. I don't know, man. I have no idea. I mean, I don't even want to think about, you know, how many finishes Ian Gary has. I don't want to think about that relationship. You know what I mean? So how long have you, I love the Kerry Hawks in your background, where you get it from. But yeah, guys, what else I want to bring up? I brought up some good facts here. Okay. All right. Last but not least, guys. All right. I did want to bring up the most impressive win of 2025. And in my opinion, this win comes late in 2025 in December. And I'll have to bring up Petr Yan, guys. I'll have to bring up Petr Yan. What a phenomenal fight. What a phenomenal night for Petr Yan, guys. The guy went in there and fought a perfect game plan. He stuck to the game plan. And not only did he stick to the game plan, he stood patient and disciplined throughout the whole fight and beat the champion in Merab. Very impressive win by Petr Yan. Most impressive win by any fighter in 2025, in my opinion. That award goes to Petr Yan. And that's about it. That's about it, guys. That basically wraps up, top finishes of 2025 and the most impressive win of 2025 as well. Let me read some of these comments. Is that a big gulp bucket? It definitely is a big gulp bucket, my guy. It definitely is. Snowy Man says, does the shadow of the prior aspirations ever avoid you? Does the shadow of your prior aspirations ever avoid you? Certainly you feel the mental fog settle in a place that used to reside. You value must be. Snowy Man, not really. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to, basically dissect that question, but I'll take your question as I take it. And not really, you know what I mean? My aspirations are still ongoing. There's a lot of people that, they never found success. They never even found what they wanted to do with their lives until later on in their lives, in their 50s and in their 60s. And that's just being real, I mean, look at a lot of the there was a guy who was, I forget his name, but there's a famous guy that sold cologne, and in the beginning of his career, he didn't start his career till he was 50. He didn't become successful till he became 54. With his cologne business. You know what I mean? So a lot of people thinking everybody is on this time clock and they're competing with other people when in reality, what are you competing for? You're competing to get in more debt? Is that what you're competing for? You're competing for what? To look better? When in reality, you should be competing with yourself, competing to, achieve your goals each and every day, each and every year, and slowly but surely start, chipping away at what you want to achieve. You know what I mean? There is no race. There is no race towards any success. Success looks different for each individual person. So, yeah, I just move on with my life like that, and I know for a fact if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to reach my successes sooner than later. Let me see. Starmall says, I wanted Marab to win because I became a fan after I saw him dive headfirst into ice. Only Marab would do such a thing, my guy. Only Marab, okay, would dive headfirst, okay, into a lake that's frozen, my guy. Okay, only Marab would do that. Hassan says, as Snowy Man, what? Starmore says, what's your favorite sport other than MMA? My second favorite sport other than MMA. It'll have to be. It will have to be basketball. Basketball will probably be my second sport. Skateboarding and football will probably fall in the third, and hockey will probably fall in the third. But I don't really watch football at all, actually, like whatsoever. But I'm still a fan of the Giants, even though I don't watch football at all. I'm just a fan of football because I used to play football when I was younger. Let me see. Hassan says Starmorph. He dove against he dove against ice against agents. He dove against ICE agents. No, man. Nope. Islam also does that. So do all the other Caucasian fighters. Starmorph says Knicks or the Heat. Guys, I'm a Knicks fan. Starmorph, I'm a Knicks fan. You know what I mean? When it comes to the Heat, I mean, fuck the Heat. What are we talking about? Are you kidding me right now? Fuck the Heat. I don't give a damn about the Heat. You know what I mean? Don't give a damn about the Heat. I like Orlando, you know what I mean, more than the Heat, if I had to be honest with you. Okay, if I had to be honest with you, I'll say I'm a bigger fan of Orlando than I'll ever be of the Heat. He is a trash. Okay, I don't like him. Never did like him, and yeah, there you go. I don't ask about the Nets because they're irrelevant. Well, start them off. I'm a Nets fan as well. I'm a Nets fan. You know what I mean? I'm a Nets fan. They are irrelevant. But there's a lot of other teams out there that are irrelevant as well. I mean, I know the Lakers are doing well right now. You know what I mean? But they got an aging LeBron, right? Their team is mediocre, right? Their head guy is a guy that couldn't win a championship over there in Dallas. Okay, very impressive numbers. Very impressive numbers when it comes to Luka. But we saw those numbers, and I'm not going to say we saw those numbers with Harden. He's a totally different player, but it's sort of similar. We saw those numbers with Harden, and Harden wasn't able to win a championship. And unfortunately, you know, when you put up those numbers, a lot of the time, you're not winning a championship because you don't have the team around you to win a championship. Okay? That's facts. And then who else we're talking about? When it comes to the Thunder, I mean, look at the Thunder right now. You know, they taking L's this year. They don't look that unstoppable anymore, I'll tell you that much. And winning back-to-back championships is harder than ever these days. All right, it hasn't happened basically since the Lakers. And I don't see it happening for a long time. And actually, not since the Lakers, since Golden State, excuse me. But, guys, even then, it hasn't happened in a long time, back-to-back championships. So the possibilities of the Thunder winning another championship this year is highly slim. Okay? So I digress. Let me see. Football fake or real? I think a lot of these sports are fake, especially with this whole gambling situation going on. Starmov says, I feel the same about Jokic. Very impressive numbers, but he can't get another ring for some reason. Yeah, but at least he has a ring. At least the guy has a ring, right? Amelia Carter Stone says, no one gives a F. Well, that's what's up. Obviously, you gave a F enough to actually come on this channel and comment on the chats. So obviously, you give a F. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, if you're commenting, I mean, if you didn't give a F, you would just slide your fucking thumb. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, that's what I would do as a normal human being. You know what I mean? If I'm using my critical brain, like some people say. Hassan says, Adamelia, you do because you're interacting and boasting the algo. Exactly. Exactly, guys. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I always say, guys, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. Big up to my Knicks, though. Big up to my Knicks. You know what I mean? They're getting the dub. Got the dub Christmas Day, okay? Went out there in the fourth quarter. We're down by a big deficit, but still 10 minutes to go. Knicks were still able to come back and win the game Christmas Day against the Cavs, baby. Who you think? What do you think about Jake Paul? I mean, there's really nothing that I really think about the guy. I don't really follow his career like that. I have watched his fights. I watched his fight against Tyson. I watched his fight against Joshua. You know, I mean, just an entertainer. He's an entertainer. I don't want to really call him a true fighter, but I'll say he's an entertainer. You know what I mean? And he goes out there and competes. Let me see. Starmall says, do you think the Knicks will win a championship within the next 20 years? I mean, their window of opportunity is right now, guy. Okay? Knicks window of opportunity is right now. They have a really, really solid team right now. All right? They have a really solid team. I mean, if you look at the numbers, if you look at the stats, if you look at the statistics of the Knicks right now, I mean, defensively, they're top 5, top 10 defensively. Okay? Offensively, definitely top 3 in the NBA offensively. And that's what you basically need to win a championship. Okay, you need a top 10 defensive team and a top 5 offensive team. And that's what the Knicks have right now. Okay, yeah, they have some, some things that they have to, iron out, but that goes across the board with every team in the NBA. Okay, but I do say the Knicks are in a good position to win a championship. Actually, in the next 5 years, I do see the Knicks actually winning a championship, and I do hope they do. Okay, I do hope they do. All right. Let me see. Starmore says, I remember when Stephen A. Smith said he wouldn't see it in his lifetime. Well, there goes Stephen A. Smith, you know what I mean? Another entertainer. You know what I mean? Another entertainer entertaining all of us. Let me see. Are you from Italy? Definitely not. Starmore says that guy Jalen Brunson is seriously impressive, though. Karl Anthony Towns is all right. He's just sassy. You know, when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns, I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, big bodega, he's a walking double double, my guy. I don't know why everybody gives him so much criticism. I understand, you know, defensively he's, you know, kind of lacking, and I do understand he does get a lot of, you know, fouls. You know, he gets in foul trouble early on in the game. But I mean, I think Big Bodega is doing a good job out there. You know what I mean? Especially now where he's trying to figure out the new game plan with a new coach in Coach Brown, right? He has a new system, so now Big Bodega has to learn that system as well. Jalen Brunson, he's doing phenomenal this year. I can't talk anything bad about Jalen Brunson, but I do notice that when Jalen Brunson has great games or down games, excuse me, when Jalen Brunson has down games like the other, I want to say 3-4 games ago, he only scored like about, I want to say, you know, 14 to 17 points, but he went like maybe like 5 for like 17 that night. Just awful night for him. But nobody talks about Jalen Brunson, you know, him having an off night. Everybody always brings up, oh, Big Bodega has to play better. He has to be the second man and this and that. Guys, the Knicks are in a good position, baby. Let me see. Bro, Steven Smith is cricketer. That beard is atrocious. Yo, gang, you into Korean men? Korean men. I'm not into no man. Okay, I'm not into any man at all. You know what I mean? Not at all. 0%. All I like is the kitty, the punani, and whatever else you want to call it. Okay, that is seriously all I enjoy. You know what I mean? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, their own likes and dislikes. You know what I mean? Live your own life. But in my life, I'm a straight man, my guy. I'm a straight man. But anyways, guys, you already know what this is. All right, it's been entertaining. All right, I must say that. Okay, it's been entertaining. Happy holidays for everybody. Hopefully, everybody across the board who supports this community actually had a great Christmas. And you know what, guys? Blessings to you and your family and a new year, guys. Okay. We are approaching a new year. So blessings to you, blessings to yours. Go get 2026. Get started early and let's kill it, guys. Okay. Until next time, guys, this is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. Hey, guys, I'm out of here. Until next time, one love. Big up to my Knicks.